Oh, how's everybody doing?
I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Player.
All right, all right. Sorry about the delay,
Bless.
everyone.
We know how you people are.
I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it.
We was
Well,
expecting that.
yeah, everybody's checking in. I'm starting in 4 minutes. I'm giving people time to get up in here before I start.
Okay. All right, good. Let me get out my
Yeah, get your them
stuff
them
together.
them takes together. I love them takes.
Yeah, I got the picks. You heard me? I'm gonna be doing a lot of presenting today. Um, got some visuals for you
Are we
guys.
doing Q&A right now, or is that after or
It's gonna be at
No,
the end.
at
we'll
the
get
end?
to it. We'll get to it. This class is set up a little different for those of you who have been in our other classes. So we hope we make y'all proud.
I hope we hope we make y'all proud. We put in a lot of effort to this one for
There's no
sure.
hope. There's no hope. We're gonna make them proud, man.
We gonna make it. We
Hey,
gonna make
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We don't do no hoping around these parts.
it. Mhm.
So
Nah, y'all keep a
while we
millionaire
still
here.
have 3 minutes left, I'm gonna, in case you can't see the disclaimer, I am gonna read it. I'm just waiting for 3 minutes to read it, and then we will start the actual class.
Okay, copy that.
Miss Roz,
Yes.
just one quick question. Is
Wait.
this recording going to be available for us?
Yes, it will be. Everybody who bought the book that is attending this class, the recording will be available, just
Okay.
as our other classes are.
Okay. Thank you.
Keisha, we are taking questions at the end. All right, I'm letting in the last couple of people, and then we are going to start
Let's see.
in here. We got 1 minute, 1 minute. As I see people just ask me for the link, so they got 1 minute. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Before we get started, I want to take a quick moment to set the tone for this session. So this is as follows. This is a professional learning environment, and our goal is to make sure every single person here gets real value and they can execute on immediately. With that being said, respect is non-negotiable. We expect all attendees to be respectful to myself, my team, and everyone in this room. No interruptions, no talking over others, and no negative or destructive behavior. Please keep all questions relevant to the training at hand. We will have designated moments for question and answer, so make sure you hold your questions or drop them in the chat if that option is available. And also, just to be clear, any form of disrespect, inappropriate language, or disruption will result in immediate removal from the session without a refund if there is one available, if this class was a paid class. We protect this space because we take this seriously. Lastly, this session is for educational purposes only. Recording, sharing, or redistributing any part of this recording without permission is strictly prohibited. If you're here to learn, grow, and execute, you're in the right room. Let's lock in and get to work. With that being said, let's begin. I have a couple of people coming in here. Okay. So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the official launch of the Profit Playbook, your step-by-step guide to licensing, tracking, inventory, mastering, bookkeeping, and maximizing profits in the water ice game. I am Rosalind, and today we're going to be doing a fast-paced 90-minute tour of every single chapter. We're not going to go deep. That's for what a 6-week Profit Playbook cohort is for, which Cool Cups will speak more about later. But by the end, you will know exactly why this book is in your 2026 weapon, will be your weapon. So, ground rules, like I said, type everything in the chat. We read every comment live. Drop a fire if you're ready to scale, and drop a lollipop if you're in the state or planning to expand. You could drop that in the chat. Want to do a quick icebreaker? Type one word in the chat that describes your biggest money frustration right now. Go.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got.
Nobody typing. Give me one word that describes your biggest money frustration right now. Oh, I think she got it when you can't do it.
Oh, do you?
Can anybody write in the chat?
I can't get to mine.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I don't see the
Okay,
chat.
so I think the way she has it set up, and that was for a reason. All right. Cool Cups.
Yeah.
Say, ask 4 people to see what they are. They raise their hand and see what you get. I will make
Okay.
that.
Let's see what we got. Miss Spinks.
She took the chat out for this class?
Yeah,
No,
no,
I can see.
No, I'm a guy, man. That's Shy Curtis.
I'm sorry. How you
You good?
pronounce your word? How you pronounce your name? Sorry about that.
Shy Curtis.
Shy Curtis. Shy Curtis, what's your biggest money frustration right now while doing business?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just starting out.
Mm-hmm.
So my biggest thing is trying to get it out there to people.
Got you. What about you, Miss Candace D?
Marketing.
Marketing. That's a
Yes.
big one. I am Tony Love.
It's more of like self-doubt, knowing my worth, but just afraid to like put myself out there.
Are you concerned about where the price where to place your prices or whatever?
No, just more so of just not even just like social. I'm a social person, but just like when you get around, you have all these ideas, but when you get around people, you kind of like self-doubt, like you tense up.
Okay. And Miss Turner, let's hear from Miss Turner real quick. What you got on your mind? Chandra Turner.
Okay, go to the next one.
I guess we'll keep it pushing. I guess we'll keep it pushing. But those are all a lot of frustration, especially in the beginning, marketing, just that place of just putting yourself out there, and as well, social anxiety. Those are things that we do have to overcome. But I can tell you one thing about water ice. The best thing about water ice when you're in this business, after you see your first cup get sold, or you see your first person actually taste your product, a lot of that stuff goes away when it comes to the social anxiety and putting yourself out there. The marketing part about everything is truly going to be how you want to be perceived and seen as a business. So once you know what that looks like or what you want that to be, it's definitely going to be start moving forward. So you can see my logo in the background, right? I just had to, I just did a rebranding of my company because at first I just had a generic freeze face with the cool cups or whatever and a DTX at the bottom. But I wanted something that was more friendly. I actually went to a class and they would start talking about all the different colors that comes with marketing. So red is a color that incites people to eat. Blue means trustworthiness, right? Black is another trustworthiness color. So learning those little different things like that will actually help you when it comes to your marketing strategy. Let's keep it pushing, Roz. That was great, guys. I appreciate your input on that.
And that is also why you prove this book exists. So let's dive in. Why this book matters. 2026 is here. Fuel is up 18%. Syrup prices swing weekly because of weather events. All bookkeeping tools are everywhere, and customers expect same-day digital receipts. Most operators are still running on spreadsheets and gut feel, and they're leaving 30 to 40% of profit on the table. This book closes that gap. It is written specifically for water ice carts, trucks, franchises, wholesalers, and distributors. We're going to hit every chapter in the next 60 minutes with real 2026 examples. Are y'all ready? Let's go.
Let's get it.
Okay, chapter overview. Chapter 1, fluid in business, mastering the language that moves money. So this is your business language lesson. KPIs, ROIs, CLVs, CACs, EBT, EBITDA, and all the acronyms that actually matter. You'll stop sounding like a hustler and start sounding like a CEO. So, example, your truck is parked at a festival. You made $1,800 today, but don't know if that's good or terrible because you didn't track the CLV of the repeat festival buyers. So, by a raise of hands, who already know or want to know or form a business? Who here knows an acronym already?
Who knows what CLV is? You said CLV. You said the CLV, Roz? Okay, the CLV is your customer lifetime value, the total revenue a business can expect from one single customer, right? So if you're looking at that, like if you're selling one cup, then you can expect for this one person to buy. Well, I would say this: if you're at a pop-up event, you probably can expect one-time buyers. But if you have a cart, um, or you have a location that you actually are consistently at, then you can see lifetime value in these customers, right? And I'll take Roz for example. Roz has great customer service skills. So the CLV that she acquires is surpass any other because of her customer service. That value, what she brings to customer service is the reason why people continues to come. people continuous to trust Water Ice Express, and people love to do business with us. So every customer brings a certain amount of value, and that's one thing that you want to be that pay attention to. Your another acronym we can go over. I know a lot of people who has heard of a KPI.
Yeah.
I have.
Key point indicators, right? Those are measurable values that demonstrate effectively a company is achieving a business objectives. So as an operations manager, we for Water Ice Express, we have weekly and monthly meetings, and we measure our success based off of these key points that we are trying to reach every week and every month. So as we start to dive in and look at this profit playbook, we will be using these terms to kind of train your mind to be to truly see these things as they are, the value of them. So weekly scheduling meetings, these are like your goals and things that your goals for the week or your goals for the month. Once you reach these goals, you can truly see where your business is going to be going in the future.
All right, we fixed the chat now, so everybody can go in when we tell them it's time to get in the
Are we
chat.
chatting? If we in the chat, let me get your states real quick. What states? We drop your state in the chat real quick. Let's see who in the building right now. You heard me? I know Texas got to be in the building. There you go. There you go.
That's me for sure, but I don't
There
see
you go.
where the chat is.
There, I hear it dinging now. We got action, y'all. But
Somebody
that's what
try to
that's
see if you can chat in the chat, because I got it open where you can write messages.
boom. Time management.
I'm not sure if mine is working. I'm not seeing other people in here. I'm just seeing what I wrote.
I see what I wrote.
Too.
I see it on my. We got Kansas City,
I can't
Missouri,
do it.
North
Okay.
Carolina, Atlanta,
Okay,
Missouri,
who cups to
Virginia,
see it? All right.
Dallas, Texas, Roanoke, Virginia, Florida. I knew Texas was in the building by way of Philly. Okay. We got people all over the place. What's happening? What's happening? Let's go ahead. But that's truly what chapter 1 is about. Like we said, this is going to be a brief overview because it's so much information in this book, and it goes truly into depth about a lot of different things. But chapter 1 is going to be your terms and your verbiage. All right. Roz, go ahead and take off to chapter 2.
Okay, chapter 2 walks you through the licensing in California, Texas, Georgia, PA, Florida, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Mississippi, and Alabama, New York. Everything from your seller's permit to health department, mobile rules, exact filing fees. No more guessing. What do I need to do when I'm in Texas? So an example is you want to add a second truck to North Carolina. Chapter 2 tells you the $125 LLC plus food permit timeline so you don't miss the festival session. So that's just an idea of what's in that chapter for you. So I got a question. Elliot can read it from the chat, Cool Cups. So type in the chat. You already typed your state. We know what the hotspots. Elliot, from what they show, what's their hotspots?
Washington, D.C. Oh, we got Boise, Idaho in the building. California in the building, Arkansas in the building, Maryland, Texas is big time in here. I see Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, Atlanta, California again, Arizona, Florida, Mississippi. Man, them southern states
So
is going
basically
crazy
the
right now.
South. I like that. The South. All right, the South was taking
Yes,
over.
indeed.
Midwest in the building too, baby. St. Louis.
St. Louis, ICL.
All right.
Man, Buffalo in the building
If
too.
you can type it in
Read
the
that.
chat, he'll read it out. I want everybody to stay on mute so everybody can hear everything that is being said. Please. We'll let you know when it's time for question and answer. Thank you.
I'll do another one real quick. We got the Southern. Let's see. You just did North Carolina. Um,
No, I'm gonna
see
go
what
to chapter 3.
uh,
You gave me the hot spots. The South is lit.
the South is lit. So
The South is
Mississippi.
lit.
I came
Miss-
down right in the text.
Mississippi offers one of the most affordable entry points for small food businesses ever. File a LLC through the Mississippi Secretary of State. Mississippi provides online filing and quick approvals. To obtain your EIN, you just go to the Internal Revenue Service, as most of us already know. I know a lot of us has already started our business entities or whatever. And in Mississippi, I think your LLC is around $50. I know in Louisiana it is $50 in Louisiana. Mississippi is another one that's really cheap. But if you are in a state that's higher, it'll be more expensive if you try to start in a different state and then try to merge over, because it's going to be some other legalities that you got to go through. In Texas, $300 for your LLC. That's a little steep compared to that $50 over there in Louisiana, Mississippi, right? I know it. I know it. And as well, I know your county permits for the year will be about $200, right? You just need to go to your health department, your local health department, go to the website and just see what it is. New York, I know that's probably gonna be an expensive one. But that is really what chapter 2 is going to cover. It's going to have how many states you said, Roz? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
13.
9, 10,
It's
11.
mainly the states that we have customers in that we looked into. So if you see your state is not on there, put it in the chat with your name and email, and we can see what we can do to help you get where to go to get that information.
Indeed. Indeed. Okay, chapter
Okay,
3.
moving on to chapter 3. Fortify the foundation, insurance, liability, and assessment. Asset. Thank you. Protection. So, chapter 3 shows you exactly what insurance you need: general liability, product liability, workers' comp if you hire, and how to protect your personal assets. So, example: a customer slips on melted ice at your car in a July heat wave. Without the right policy, you are personally liable. Chapter 3 keeps your house and truck safe. Chat question: I want y'all to type insured if you already have business insurance, or need it if you don't have it yet. Go. Who comes to read the results?
I'm looking right now. Oh, Next Insurance. I actually got Next Insurance. Okay, need insurance, needed, insurance, needed. I don't know. Okay, I can still see your messages, Miss Perez. I think needed, needed, needed. Next, next insurance, next insurance. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I pay $45 a month for my $1 million policy on my Next Insurance. I don't have any employees, so I don't worry about workman's comp. That'll be extra if you know what I'm saying, if you do have employees and you want to protect them. But right now, since it's just me, everything is on me, I pay about right around $45 a month. $53 a month is very much affordable. It's very much affordable. So I'm like we say, this is just the what did it say? Educational purposes only. But I like Next Insurance, you guys. If you want to get a quick quote in the next 10 to 15 minutes, just go to nextinsurance.com. It's very much easy to fill out. And you're just gonna put in food and beverage. Look for snow cone businesses. Matter of fact, let me get you the SCAC code for a snow cone business. 1 second, SCAC code for snow cone business. Um, mobile food services, snow cone trailer trucks. That's going to be 72230. It's the, I'm sorry, guys, not the SCAC. It's the NAICS code. Snack and non-alcoholic beverage bars is going to be 722-515. So I would try to use those two, and it has as well the SIC code 581-20204 is specifically for snow cone stands. So work with those codes when you're going through your when you're going to look for your quote. Um, and just get those quotes. Every state will be a little bit different. You may have like I have. Who said that was $53? That was Vash B. What state you in, Vash B?
Hey guys, I'm in Newport News, Virginia.
Newport News, Virginia. So
Mm-hmm.
$53 out there in Virginia, $45
Yeah.
out here in Texas. So
Yes.
it's still around the same range,
Yeah, it's
but
not bad at all.
it just varies by state. You know what I'm saying? So look, that'll be one of your first steps. Just go to Next Insurance and get quotes, and then from there, if you want to get other quotes from different insurance companies, do that as well.
Okay, very good points. School Cups, very good points. All right, moving along. Some late colors coming in here. Moving along. Chapter 4. Engineering margin, not just revenue. Stop celebrating gross sales and learn to engineer real margin, cost of goods, labor, and overhead. So an example, your serve cost jumps 22% because of 2025 hurricanes. Operators without margin track and raise prices blindly and lose customers. Chapter 4 gives you the formula to stay profitable. Okay.
I got another one for you. Just imagine this, right? You make $12,000 in the revenue in the weekend, but after fuel costs, you got to look at your fuel costs, your ice, how much your ice costs, your labor, whoever you got to pay, whoever you got on your payroll, and you only come back home with $3,200. Did you really make 12,000? No, we didn't even really make 12,000, right? So your current margin, guess what do you think you guys put it? I want you to put it in the chat. What do you think you guys are really hitting? 35%, maybe 20% of like your revenue is coming back to you. What do you guys think? I mean, those who are actually is out there working it right now, just to kind of give a brief idea, a brief description to the new guys that we got out there. You know, what do you guys think y'all hitting? So I'll say if we doing 5,000 a week, 25% of that is 1250, right? Are you doing more than 25%, less than 25%? And if you're doing 25 or less, then you need to be trying to bring down some of that overhead in little places. One thing that I do, even when I'm out and I'm scooping, is I will switch my cup sizes, not the actual cup size, but my scoop sizes. So one way that I can manage and know that I can make extra money, I already went up to $1. When the gas prices went up on everybody, my prices went up, right? I went up to $1. But this is the other thing that I do. I use let's say I have a 9-ounce cup. I use a 4-ounce scooper. I put a 4-ounce scooper, right? And then I take my 2-ounce scoopers and I take a full 2-ounce scooper, a full 2-ounce scoop, and probably like a 1.5 scoop. So in all actuality, I'm giving somebody 7.5. That's how I'm kind of just gauging and making my revenues come up as I scoop. It's not going to be like that for everything and or every turn or every event, but that's just some strategies that you can implement when it comes time to like, okay, these margins ain't hitting like they were supposed to. I already paid $100 for this vending fee. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing that I'm only made $40 in the first hour, and it's 4 hours. It's a 4 hour gig or whatever. Then we have to start creating and thinking about, okay, let me not lose in this point. You know what I'm saying? Let me not lose in this system. But chapter 4 is going to go in depth about engineering your margins and not just looking at your revenue. Truly. Chapter 5.
Okay. Chapter 5, the profit blueprint, strategic pricing that scales. Chapter 5 teaches dynamic pricing for events, wholesale buckets, and prints, so you never leave money on the table. So let's give you an example. You charge $6 for a cup at a local fair, but the corporate event next week can easily pay $9. Chapter 5 shows you how to test and scale pricing without losing your value.
And I know, and that goes, it can go both ways too. Just say, for instance, all right, I'll give you an example. For one of my biggest sales that I made was a a 500 cup order. And instead of charging them $6, I charged them $4, right? And at that point in time, they added that CAC, that customer lifetime, that CLC, that customer lifetime value, is at the same time, because these people are going to continuously come back. It can go either way. If when I'm at Copart Towers, in the middle of downtown Dallas, it's a big 24-foot tower. They got 24 floors up there. That's when I'm charging $7, $8 for a small, and they not even worried about it. I come in on a lunch hour. They are already spending the money. It's just about knowing your target, your audience. It's truly just about knowing your audience, and this can vary at any given time. If you're going to be working with nonprofit organizations or recreation centers, then you might want to use that other tactic that I was talking about with the 4-ounce scooper and a two, right? Because you want it to look presentable and look like this is going to be a hefty cup, but you still got to watch your margins, because these are the people that can't afford to pay that. So chapter 5 is really going into depth about being able to strategize when it comes to your pricing, and make sure your pricing points are correct. You know what I'm saying?
Nicely said. Chapter 6, systems that create freedom, designing a business that runs smoothly. So SOPs, checklists, opening and closing procedures, so the business does not need you 24/7. So let me give you an example of that. You finally take a vacation in August, peak season, and the truck still runs perfectly because your team follows chapter 6 systems.
And that is going to, I'm looking for my control room right now. I'm gonna share this with you guys. Let's see. Yeah, that's it right there. So your systems are going to be your um customer service management systems, your accounting software, and your dashboard. Your dashboard can be a Square, it could be a Zoho, it could be a QuickBooks, because in QuickBooks, when it comes to your systems, you got to think about your employees, you got to think about your operations, you got to think about how your money is going to be accounted for, and your money flow, right? And then as well, how are you going to continuously reach out to your customers? That's your customer representative management system, your CRM. So in your CRM, let's say you want to do an email blast of 15 customers, or however many customers you got. I'm gonna get a little dark. I'm gonna turn the light on in a second. But you got a CRM that can do an email blast at one time, right? And you don't have to just do it manually. It can already have every customer in the system. So for instance, Square, when I'm using Square, I like to have my customers fill in their information if they have time. right? So at that point in time, I can do a promotion. I can send this promotion to anybody that I'm hitting, right? And I do a lot of pop-ups, so I can never get the same customers all the time. But if I got the information in a database and I let them know every week, hey, Cool Cups is going to be at Juanita Craft Recreation Center, they might come out and see me because I already built rapport with them and I built a relationship with them and I talked to them already. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm saying. If they take the time out to actually fill this information out or even put their phone number in your Square app or things like that, then you got them. You know what I'm saying? Your CRM retain customers, keep them engaged on a monthly, weekly, or daily basis. However your business is structured. Accounting software is very important and vital. Like we said, a lot of us are using spreadsheets, and when it comes to getting your taxes done at the end of the year, you don't want to be struggling and trying to track all this stuff down. So like I say, Zoho One is a good system in general. It has over 21 apps. That'll be your accounting app, that'll be your dashboard, that'll be your HR, human resources, that'll be your customer service, management. It has apps for all these things. If you want to make a landing page or if you want to start a electronic store, it has all of these things in there for $45 a month. You know what I'm saying? So find you a good system, a good software that you can use and that is easy. You know, when I was doing freight, when I was a dispatcher in freight, I used a system called Load Manager. And Load Manager, every load that I had, right? Okay, so little tidbit for freight. We, as a truck driver, you're not supposed to go back and talk to the customers because the broker has made that connection. But since I have this system, I have the address, I have a point of contact, and I just know what this lane is running. So I go back in my system and I can review all of these loads that I did for the past 10 weeks, and I can reach out to them people, you know, and it's just there in one database and system. So that's what your systems are truly there for, is to make your job easy. If you want to leave and have somebody else manage your system, you can teach them. It can be duplicatable. I mean, you can duplicate it. You know, you can duplicate yourself with somebody else through a system. So I would say look into your Zohos, your Squares, your what's it called QuickBooks and things like that, and just find a good system that works for you.
I suggest anybody in here take a screenshot of that picture real quick before you take it down. Before we move to the next chapter. All right. Moving along. Chapter 7. Pardon me, kids are out of school. Chapter 7. Inventory intelligence. Turning product into predictable cash flow. Track your cups, your syrups, your lids. Know exactly when to reorder so you never run out at a big event or overbuy and waste product. So an example, our inventory apps, chapter 7, formulas let you predict exactly how many gallons you need for July 4th weekend. So I'm gonna let Cool Cups go a little more into detail with that.
Okay, I apologize, guys. I just put those three that I was mentioning, Zoho One, Square app, and QuickBooks. There is another one called Onum, but leave me a second. I'll make sure I find that. Okay, so inventory is very much important. Say for instance, when I first started working with Water Ice Express, this was one of the biggest things that we had to really hone in on and focus on, because as you know, you guys are all across the nation, right? And this kind of goes back into the systems as well. We were able to understand and know how many buckets are really selling, what flavors are really selling. Anytime that y'all hear Water Ice Tea say, hey, you need to get that strawberry lemonade, you need to get passion fruit, you need to get that cherry, that blueberry, that what does he say? The mango, the strawberry. This is
Sour
because
apple.
the sour apple. This is because he can see truly what's really selling, and it's not just on paper. I mean, it's not just in his head; it's actually on paper. So making sure that you have like I say, it's going back into systems. Making sure that you have a system that can track and actually tell you what you need to buy and when you need to buy it. So you have mins and maxes. Your mins are the minimum that you will let your inventory get down to before it actually triggers the system to buy, right? And the max is like it'll never go over this threshold, it'll never go past this point, right? So that goes back into your system. For me, I'm sorry guys, I got people driving in and out of the parking lot over here. So you just need to know, right? Is you don't want to guess about it. And it's going to take a little bit of time. You're going to have to look at your systems and you're going to have to review everything. That's why I say weekly and monthly KPIs are truly important because you will have to understand. You don't want to set your mins to your minimum to, let's see, 500 cups or something like that, and you're not even hitting that right now. You know, because if you set your minimum to 500 cuts, that means you must be pushing 2 or 3,000 in a month. So you gotta manage it and understand when it is that you need to buy, right, and how much it is that you need to buy. So that's what your inventory management goes into. You have to be predictable so your cash flow can keep flowing. You don't want to get to a point where, oh man, I got a major on April 25th. I actually have a big event that's coming up. And I don't want to be looking crazy with, oh, I got 3 bags of spoons. I got 300 about my spoons in the thousands, but if I was buying them in the hundreds, let's just use that for example. I got 3 bags of spoons and I need 17, but my system didn't trigger me to go buy any, or my system didn't already automatically send that purchase order out to Uline to make that happen for me. So that's pretty much what chapter 7 is going to be going into. To truly keep your cash flow going, you need to make sure that your inventory is stocked up and ready to go, and you understand what that looks like. Right in the chat, look, man, look, have you ever ran, if anybody has ever ran into a situation where they ran out or they overbought something, throw it in the chat real quick. I just want to see if we all are dealing with the same issues. Pick up my phone real quick. Yeah, me too. What was it, Miss Turner? You overbought or did you underbuy?
I overbought. I have a different business and I overbought some stuff that I still got in my back room right now. I'm trying to get rid of.
So now you got to catch up and try to make that money back, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you could initially just got what you needed, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying, for the time that you needed, and would have been okay. Let's say Charles. Oh, is that Taylor's water ice? Man, jump on real quick, Taylor. Talk
Yes,
to me.
sir. Yes, sir. That's
Man, you
me.
said
What's
you had
going on, cool
underbought.
cuts, bro?
Man, I'm chilling, big dog. What was it that you ate? And let everybody know, man. Taylor's water ice is in San Antonio, Texas, doing big things out there, bro. Oh, Taylor, you in
I
where
mean,
you at? Philly?
yeah, I'm in Maryland.
Maryland. Sorry about that. Sorry about
You
that.
good, brother?
You got that racetrack going on.
Yeah, man. So, I would say under, and I would say over. I would just say, timing. You know what I mean? Once you get to a half a bucket, or you get to almost gone, you got to time that perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Because you will have a rush and you'll be gone, but then you'll be thinking in your head like, "Oh man, I can still last this." So just got to time it correctly, and then just watch your buckets as they going down, and then just have that plug on speed dial, man. You know what I mean?
Indeed. Indeed.
And definitely, man, and definitely just try your hardest to predict it, like you said. You know what I mean? And if you have to, that's why it's important to have a good size deep freezer so you can have those in stock when you do run out. You know what I mean? So It's all about timing, and you definitely got to watch yourself. You know what I mean? Because you can definitely run out. Like I said, if you get a rush, man, you're running out within a day, and you thinking it's gonna last you 2 days. So always have a backup, man. That's what I can say.
And that's real, and he's speaking on your buckets and your product, right? But me personally, I'm speaking on your cups, your spoons, your napkins, all these intangibles that you can easily forget. I'm not gonna lie to you, this happened to me last what that was this was last Wednesday. I actually had a gig on Tuesday where I did a drop off. I did a 50 cup drop off to a recreation center, and I gave them a bag of spoons. I got to my next, I came down to it next week, or I think that was like a Friday or a Saturday, and I was out of spoons. I had to run to the store and go get it. Right, that was bad inventory management on my part. So that's just really what chapter 7 is going to be going about. And if you need any in-depth um one-on-ones, y'all already know Water Ice Tea and Queen of Ice will get you right. You know what I'm saying? Me as well, and Roslyn. If you need to lean on any of us with some one-on-one time, it's no problem. Chapter 8, let me go ahead and pull up. Go ahead, Roz. Let's go ahead, and I gotta pull up
Chapter 8, track
money.
every dollar. The discipline of financial clarity. Simple bookkeeping system that shows you profit daily, not quarterly. So let me give you an example. The end of the month, you see your truck made $9K, but after fuel, ice, and labor, you only kept $2,800. Chapter 8 shows you how to leak instantly. Cool cups.
And if everybody would briefly see the example that I put up here, this is what we call the money map. You understand what I'm saying? This is kind of how your cash flow is moving. You have your inbound zone, which is your operations. You got your people that's outside and they scooping the cups and doing all that stuff. Then you have your burn zone, which is your bookkeeping systems, and it's your person that's in the background, making sure that everything is aligned, making sure that you are not that you're not taking any losses, and that it is truly profitable. Your retention zone, that is supposed to be for your savings. That is the money that you are profiting and you're putting up to the side to make sure that you are profitable and that this business is growing. I want to ask a quick question in the chat. What do you guys think that the delay zone is? Let's see what we got. Unpaid invoices. Man, Miss Turner. Man, you hit it right on the head. You hit
I
it
used to
right
be a supply chain buyer when I worked in corporate America. I was a supply chain buyer, so I know it's unpaid invoices. That will all your money.
That's where your money gets backed up. So in freight, like we all use factoring companies to actually get our money on in an instant. But a lot of places, I mean, though we are water ice vendors and we usually get paid in advance, we just still don't want to forget about this part, because you will get contracts, and those contracts will need service first and payment later. So you'll be on a net 30, net 60, things of that nature. But that means you're going to be getting good money at these times. But how do you manage paying somebody and then waiting for an invoice? That's truly what we're going to be digging into and diving deep into when it comes to chapter 8. Good job, Ms. Turner. I appreciate it. Let's keep rolling through this. You feel me?
All right. Got a couple more chapters to go. Chapter 9, the power of projection, designing your financial future. Build 3, 6, and 12-month forecasts so banks and investors say yes. So, example, you want a second truck. Chapter 9, projections prove to the bank that you're paid a loan in 11 months.
Check. Then has anybody felt like they're bank ready? In the chat, let me know if you bank ready or not. Receipts? No, no, no. All right, so I'm finna pull up a example of what projections look like and why that is very much so important. And in real life, projections are exactly what that is. It's a projection. It may not be a real number, but it's what you feel like you should be making, or based off of what you are already bringing in, what you will see. Right? Okay, let me get here real fast. Okay, we got chats, y'all. We got chats. Your personal credit has to be right on top of having good projections. That is a valid point. Miss Turner got some game for y'all. Y'all better tap in to Miss Turner on everything. She got some game for y'all. She been in that corporate level and she knows. Don't let anybody fool you with this TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or anything like that. Your business credit is aligned with your personal credit. You have to make sure that you have everything, right? They are going to be looking for that. Unless you have, some commodities that they can like pull assets off of. Um, but you definitely have to have your credit together. Let's see if I can get this going. Who's Vaz? You say you bank ready? Vaz B?
Yeah, that's what. Yes, yes, yes. I have my business bank account, checking and savings, and business credit card as well. So my whole bank setup is all together
How
through
would
Chase.
would you
I'm
mind
sorry.
sharing how what that process looked like for you to
Okay.
get to that?
Yeah, so remember you were just saying, I heard you just saying, I was walking around, but I just heard you saying that they do go off your credit. Yes, you
Mhm,
have to have a good enough credit, right?
mhm.
And then your projections. So that was one of the questions that he asked when I was in it. What do you think that your business can make? If you're open from this state to this state, because it's a frozen dessert,
Mhm.
right? So most people are only open for a certain amount of time. In the winter, for 3 months, you might be, shut down or
Right,
slow.
right,
So he said, what are your projections? And I told him, like 50,000, maybe, a little under. He was like, push it up a little. You know what I mean? Good banker, push it up a little, push it up a little. You know what I mean? So I can get you um good deals.
right,
So I get cash back on my credit card. Like if I spend 600, right? I might
right,
get a $700 cash back type thing. This is only different spurts. It's at different times you get different amounts back if you spend a certain amount. So you got to
right.
keep checking in, and when you get your credit card bill, they'll have some stuff in it. Um, but yeah, he set me up real good through Chase. I don't have any fees long as I keep $2,000 in my checking account. I mean, in my savings.
Okay. And I
You
want
know
to
what I
point
mean?
out one thing that Vaz just said that's very much important. She said, I have a good banker. Business is relationships. And when you walk into that bank, you walk in there with your head high, you walk in there with your fit on, and you go and talk to somebody like it's your
Yes.
personal friend. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? You go and talk to them like it's your personal friend, like they have to, like they owe you this money,
Yeah.
right? Because you have your business plan set up, you have your elevator pitch. If when you come to a person like, hey man, I'm cool, comes DTH, man. If you didn't know, back in 1957, water ice was created because black people didn't have anything to kind of create. They were facing economical difficulties, and this is a product that is only in Philadelphia, but now we're bringing it across the nations. When you come to and speak with people
Yo,
with confidence and stuff like that, they get intrigued, and that's how you got to walk into
yo,
banks.
you
You
are
understand what I'm saying?
right. And on
That's
top of with everything you just said, he was asking me in the background because he didn't know. And when you want to know what I told him,
what
I'll
you
be
told
right
them.
back. I went home, got him a cup, and brought that giant back.
Come on, and
He was
sold
in
them,
there like, I'm hooked already. When
and
you
sold
open up, you come past here. When I opened up late, but I opened up last July, right? I went straight to them. They all came out and bought some. They were basically my first customers.
And you know what? That is a great strategy. One, and I know we're not talking about strategy right now, but pay attention to that. Any kind of corporation, they have a budget just for things of that nature. But okay, y'all see the profit play. Hey, Vash, I appreciate you timing in. That was great and that was
Thank you.
beautiful. I hope that um our attendees were blessed and gain some knowledge from that. But you have to walk in that bank with the attitude that you already own it and that these people are, don't be intimidated by the bankers because they need to lend the money out. Understand this, they get funds to go out and they have to allocate it at a certain amount of time of the year or they don't get those funds back again. So walk in there with your business plan, walk in there with everything that you have in tech, get your credit right. You know what I'm saying? If you got any kind of collateral, bring that collateral in. I got a 26-foot box truck that's sitting down in Louisiana. If I'm going to the bank, I'm going to bring that title right along with it because my credit ain't that good. And we're going to see what we talking about. But understand, it's just like anything else. Just like you finna do with your insurance, you finna go get multiple quotes and you finna go around and check different companies. Do the same thing with your banks. When you walk into their bank, like, what do you have to offer me? It's not all about what they have to offer you. You want to be the commodity in this situation. You want to be the person that they are coming to because they want your business. All right. If everybody would, I'm finna take down the but on page, I think it's page 79. What I'm sharing on my screen is actually in there. So you can get a template for your monthly projection sheets. Or when you start this, you're just going to start with your basic number, right? And you're going to project over 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3, 4 years. But you got to put all of your expenses in there. You got to put the money that you think is going to be coming in, the money that you know will be going out, right? I spend let me just pull this up real quick. Let me take. Is it okay if I pull this down? This is on page 89, 79, guys. Okay, page 79 of the Profit Playbook. So this is actually in your book if you need any of these templates. Okay. And then I'm gonna just give y'all a little bit of real numbers. Well, I'll give you an example. Just say, for instance, if I know that I'm spending $1,200 a month in cups, that goes onto my projection sheet as well. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I'm spending, everything that I'm making is actually going to go onto that projection sheet. Don't leave nothing out because those banks want to know numbers. And that's going to clear it right there. If you are ready to be bankables, put bankable in the chat right now. You heard me? Because we finna go take, matter of fact, don't even put bankable. Say, give me my money. You heard me? Give me my money. I need it now. Chapter 10. Let's go, Ron.
Okay. Chapter 10 is owner pay, wealth protection, and business validation. How much did you pay yourself? How to protect wealth and know what your business is actually worth if you ever sell it. So you finally hit 6 figures. Chapter 10 shows you how to pay yourself a real salary and still grow equity. So real quick in the chat, how much y'all think y'all should pay yourself?
Oh Lord, don't this is gonna be crazy. I know this is gonna be something. I know this is gonna be something, you guys. Let's see. Give me my money. Give me my money. I need my money now. You heard me? Somebody said by the hour. I am Tony Love. Say by the hour. Somebody said 0. Give me my money. Hey, Miss Perez, I'm with you. $1 million an hour. Darnell, you tripping. 80,000 is my corporate salary. So Miss Turner says she's trying to hit that same number because she's doing the same work. I agree. So how are we going to be basing that number, right? Let me try to find this. I didn't pull it up yet. Give me 1 second so I can share this as well. Am I in the wrong?
$1 million, huh? Okay.
Darnell said $1 million.
Hey, if I can get it, but I have to invest it and work it. I get them.
When it comes to being able to pay yourself, we have to look at financial separation. Okay. And financial separation is going to be a major thing. Something that me personally, I'm still learning. Because I use it, I would say like this: last year, Cool Cups was my only source of income. Um, though I did freight and other things like that, those things may have stopped, but Cool Cups was really my only source of income. So you want to have one operating account. I'm so sorry. It's tweaking. There it is. You want to have one operating account, you want to have your tax reserve account, and you want to have your profit reserve account. Your operating account, you already know that's the money coming in, the money going out, right? It's what you're spending on a day-to-day basis and what you're receiving on a day-to-day basis. I will get to the LLC and how much that the taxes should be on that in just a second. And then you have your profit reserves. You need to make sure that those are separate for your rainy day funds, your maintenance, um, um, customer slipped and fell, and you don't want them to hit your insurance, so you just gonna chunk them a couple of these right here. Margins become distorted. Perceived profits don't reflect actual economic worth, leading to false confidence and hidden weaknesses, right? If we don't truly know, if we don't separate it, we'll never know what this money is actually doing. Cash flow can become emotional. Financial management becomes driven by stress and bias instead of sincere logical decisions. So if you can separate your money, you have your money for you have your money for your business, you have your money for your taxes, and then so on and so forth. That will keep you mentally at a place mentally aligned with your business so you can continue to make great decisions. Everything in our business is about the decisions that we make. So being financially savvy and making proper decisions about your finances will take you to another level. Financial separation, guys, is something that I'm working on myself. I actually have Studio 24 Live, Cool Cups DTX, 7GS Incorporated, and just a regular Navy Federal for Elliott Pope, right? And what I do with that, I move in Studio 24 Live. I don't have a debit card or anything for that. That's just money that goes straight to that account, and I don't touch it. That's my rainy day fund. My Cool Cups DTX, that is going to be my operations account, and my 7GS, that's going to be my tax, because 7GS is my parent company for every other company that I have. So that's how I separate my money, for example. Okay, let's go on to chapter, are we on 11?
Yes, 11. Continuous monitoring and strategic advancements. Weekly scorecards and adjustment rituals so you'll never drift off track. Example, fuel prices spike in quarter 3. You adjust pricing and routes in 1 week instead of losing money for the month.
Boom, boom. I want to just drop this on y'all real quick. You might want to take a quick screenshot of this. Share. Like I said, this is just a quick example of how much small businesses will pay in 2026. C Corp, 21% corporate taxes plus shareholder tax. Typical rates in 2026 is going to be 21% plus dividend rates. So proprietorship, that's individual tax bracket. That's what that's your DBAs, right? And that's going to vary because it's going to be based off of your personal taxes. Your partnerships is going to be a pass through because you have two people that have to file their personal taxes and then bring them back together. um S corp is going to be a pass through and payroll rules as well, and the LLC depends on elections. So what I've learned is there is a step outside of just getting that LLC, and that is getting your taxes prepped. So I would definitely get with a CPA, right? If you don't even need a CPA at this point in time, call one and say, hey, do you guys do free consultations? Because I want to make sure that my LLC is all the way structured to the point where I don't want to get dinged on my taxes, right? And at that point in time, allow those tax professionals. I'm not a tax professional. You feel me? I'm not. Allow those tax professionals to guide you and lead you in the correct way. If you want to take a screenshot of that, just go ahead, and that is just a brief overview. Chapter 11, we going back into those weekly KPIs. Let me get back to my book. I'm sorry, Profit Playbook. Boom, 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 boom. And I can use CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. Okay, and you said 11. Let me jump down here real quick. Where's that joke at? It's a lot of pages in this thing, man. Yo, guys. Okay. So that's gonna be your profit loss margin sheets. Um, your money flow. That's gonna be truly understanding how your money goes in and out. I really do want to still pull up this spreadsheet that I got because this will help out a tad bit. Or I can do, where is it? I got all this stuff. Clash. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, here it is. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this shared quick. I sing when I, just keep my mind going. Um, so you have your revenue, cost of goods, operation expenses, non-operation expenses, capital expenses. And then you have your expense types, your fixed and your variable expenses. Who knows what a fixed expense is? Just give me one example in the chat, please. Rent. Okay. What else we got? Loans. That's a fact. And what about ice and spoons? All right. So stop right there. Right. So your fixed expense is going to be your cell phone bill, your rent, anything that is fixed. This is going to be the same number every month over a period of time. Your variable expenses are going to vary, if that makes sense. That's going to be your spoons, your cups, your signage, your marketing, stuff like that that can go and go up and down, right? So I'm finna pull up a spreadsheet of how I try to manage and stay on top of, my stuff a little bit. And I break every fixed and variable expense down in this. Here it is. So if you guys are using that, you see salaries, wages, utilities, internet, professional fees, software and technology. Those are all going to be examples of your fixed, right? Your marketing, your travel, maintenance, supplies. Those are going to be examples of your variable expenses. Okay. And then I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna give y'all my real life right now. Do I need to zoom in? Okay, maybe zoom out. Okay, so as you see, I have a column for investments. I have a column for fixed expenses. I have a column for variable expenses. And I also have a column for my personal expenses. Even on this, I have my due dates and if it's a renewal date. And I have my vendors as well. And I'm created a contact. And over here, we got account numbers. So you can see the account number for my insurance and what bank is going to be coming out of. So my insurance is actually coming out of my Navy Federal. GoDaddy is coming out of my Cool Cups DTX and stuff like that. In my notes area, that's going to be so S2273. That is going to be a part number for my 9-ounce cups, right? So every month, this is again, this is goes back into inventory. This goes back into watching your money. This goes back into everything, right? It's all in one place for me, so I can see it. I know I got 1,000 cups at $77. 1,000 lids at $90, and so on and so forth. My personal expenses, because this don't have nothing to do with my business, right? Water, electric, utility, personal credit cards, all this personal stuff. My fixed expenses is going to be my business insurance, my website, Chat GPT Plus, and Grok 4 because I definitely use those for my business. All of my variable expenses right now are going to be my water ice buses, plastic spoons, cups, etc. All of my supplies. So that's just a brief example of how you just categorize everything and make sure that it's going to be flowing properly and correctly, right? And like I say, and like chapter 11 goes into that continuous monitoring, right? And you need to make sure that you look at your profit loss margin sheets every week. Understand that I made this amount of money and I had to spend this amount. And when it come down to it, I started with this amount, but I'm at this amount, if that makes sense. You want to make sure that you're up in the profit and not underneath in the reds. Chapter 12, let's get to it.
Why small businesses fail and how disciplined owners win. The brutal truth about why 80% of food businesses close in the first 3 years and the exact habits that keep you in the 20%. So the example is the operator who ignored numbers and went out of business in July. The one who followed this chapter is opening truck number 3.
Okay. I want some feedback, right? Um, is water iced tea on here? I don't know if water iced tea on here, but I know my boy Kyle on here. Kyle, um, what was a big challenge for you that you had to overcome in this water ice game that probably could have knocked you down off your game? If it's Mr.
Uh, what's up?
Water Ice is okay. There
Hey,
you go. There you go.
I'm here. I've been taking notes, y'all, because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm learning a lot in this class. Cause you feel me? This will be my second year filing for taxes. So I want y'all to know, getting my LLC was hard for me. Getting my paperwork in order. I actually talked about this in my book. That was a make or break point for me. So going from hustling these cups to actually running a business, that was the hard part for me. But I saw the growth that I couldn't get to without crossing that line. So I was forced to cross that line when it came to filing your paperwork correctly and being legit. So like just starting off, if you're just getting your feet wet, I understand. But when you want to get to the level where corporations are ordering 5, 8, 1,200 cups from you, people are filing that stuff. Your business name is going on there. Those big checks, you're not cashing those with your name on it. Luther's that check was made out to Luther's Lovely Water Ice. And if Luther Lovely Water Ice they got no account, that check just a piece of paper. That money don't exist because it ain't nowhere to put it. You see what I'm saying? So that was a hurdle that I had to jump through because I had to go legit. I was forced to go legit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Businesses just starting out, most people take losses in business when you first start out. And that's easier to file your taxes when you're taking a loss. You get what I'm saying? But when you really making profit, they on you. So you better have your things in order. And that's what I had to do. Like when that nonprofit sent me a 1099 for that one event, I was like, oh snap, this is real. I
This
need
is
to
real.
my tax lady.
This
Hey,
is
and
real.
yeah, I sent her all the contracts that I made with different organizations. I sent that in. Every spoon I bought, every cup I purchased, every bucket of water ice I purchased. I wrote off my gas mileage. I wrote off part of my house because that's where I was on my scoop. You
He
see what I'm
doing it.
saying? So
He,
like that was my biggest expense because I started out hustling cups, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was hustling these cups. You see what I'm saying? But it got so big that it was like, bruh, this is a real business, and you gotta treat it as such. You see what I'm
hey,
saying?
I
It
want to
took
read a chat real quick.
go ahead.
Miss Turner said, "Put your money to the side before you become Wesley Snipes and run Isley." Do you hear what I'm saying? Put your money to, and that goes back. That's why we wanted to let you know to separate your money, right? And Kyle, I appreciate your story because that goes into everything that we're talking about. OG, right? I'm 35 years old, so this guy has to be in his 60s if I'm calling him OG. And he told me, he said, son, what's the difference between a hustler and a businessman? And he paused. Matter of fact, in the chat, let me know. Let me know what y'all think. What's the difference between a hustler and a businessman? Let's see what we got. Chat, y'all quiet? You don't know? Businessman think about tomorrow. That's okay. I like that. But this is what the old man told me. He said, paperwork, son. He said the difference between a hustler and a businessman is paperwork. Because as a hustler, Cool Cups DTX, I was out on outside with my tent. I was in these parking lots. It's like 97 degrees outside. I'm at swimming pools. I'm in hotels. I'm everywhere with these cups. You know what I'm saying? But the difference, same thing Kyle just said. Do you have a W-9 on file? Can I pull up your EIN and find you and actually send you a 1099? Because if I pay for this for business purposes and I'm planning on writing this off, I need to make sure that I'm writing this off to a true company. So do you have paperwork? Do you have processes? Right? If you say that you need 500 cups, for example, that 500 cup order that I did, that was for 3 different schools. We had to go from location to location to location. And I didn't have a freezer big enough or a cooler big enough to just fit 500 cups in one cooler. So what's my process with that? How does that look? How am I going to guarantee my customers going to get a great product and it's going to get good customer service even when I'm working by myself? So the difference between a businessman and a hustler is your paperwork, your systems, and your strategies. And this is what the Profit Playbook is all about. We want to make sure that you understand what it takes to get to the next level. If you're looking to scale up and you want to have this is one of my dreams personally. I want to have 5 carts in the city of Dallas and in all of the major neighborhoods because water ice, you can only find it in downtown Dallas right now. And that's really catering to people that already got the money. But I want to bring it to our people that never seen water ice, never heard about it, and never had an opportunity to sell it. So I want to bring them to the place where they can make this money. But I can't do that if I don't have employees, if I don't have a system to pay these people, if I don't even understand what my taxes are, if I'm not putting to the side any money, if I don't have separated accounts and things like that. Everything, and that's why we have to do a brief run through of what this playbook is, and we'll get more in depth when it comes to the 6-week cohort because it's about training, right? That I had somebody in the chat that said, I don't have any of this and I need help, please. And I said, okay, we'll get it together. But in that cohort, that's when we're going to slow down everything and discuss these things in depth. Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, and I want to say, y'all, getting your paperwork right, it ain't an overnight process, y'all. It is not. You see what I'm saying? just renewing your paperwork yearly, because this was my year where I had to pay my fees of having a business for over a year, making sure I was in compliance, making sure my I's was dotted and my T's was crossed. So it really pays to pay attention when learning the paperwork side of the business, because it's a whole nother side. It's not just scooping cups. It's not just thinking about what you're gonna make. It's actually having concrete evidence and not just written down in the book, having databases with your numbers in there, so you don't have to waste time and energy thinking about what's going to happen. You can actually have a computer simulate what you should make in July. You see what I'm
Hey,
saying? The summer should look like. You get what I'm saying?
mm,
It really plays a part in business, and this is coming from somebody who started out hustling. You see what I'm saying? And switching over, that was like he said, that was my hardest thing, because it was like I had to switch mindsets. You get what I'm
right.
saying? I had to start using BBC to write contracts for me, and I needed the real copy. I was giving everybody else the copy. You get what I'm saying? I needed the signature. I needed to keep that for my files. So if you do ever get audited, you got, hey, well, this contract was for this. This is for this. You
Right,
see what I'm
right.
saying? You gotta have your paperwork in order, man. But it's not an overnight process. And if you talk to a tax professional or sit down with a lawyer, man, pay the fee and sit down and get your things in order, so you'll be going in with the right frame of mind, and with your paperwork all the way legit.
Man, I just saw a couple chats come in, and I know that we don't run past this topic, but they say a businessman is thinking about tomorrow. Another one said a hustler is temporary, businessman is longevity and done legally. We got another one that says hustlers pay himself first, businessmen pay themselves last. Come on, chat. Man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Y'all dropping some gems in this thing. You feel me? If I was to write a song right now, I'm gonna end with that. Pay a hustler pay himself first, businessman pay himself last, because we all know that's how it's supposed to go. You heard me? And boo, 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 boo. And like you say, in the state of Texas, we have what do you call it? Um franchise fees. We have franchise taxes that we have to pay every year. If you don't pay those franchise taxes, your LLC will be shut down every time. And it varies depending on how much money you made that year and those type things. But yeah, Roz, go ahead and take the chapter 13, baby.
All right. Chapter 13 is the executive summary and resource forms. So all those forms y'all seen and put up with the breakdown, this is your quick reference cheat sheet, plus all the fillable forms you need, profit trackers, inventory sheets, pricing calculations. Make sure you print those out tonight. All right. They're very important.
Okay,
Now,
and go ahead,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead,
let,
go ahead.
all right. So I want to talk about what Cool Cups touched on, which was the cohort pitch and the next steps. So I'm gonna let him take over that in reference to going into a 6-week profit playbook cohort. This is where we go deep, which means it's a weekly live coaching calls, accountability groups, done for you templates, spreadsheets, direct access to myself and the whole Water Ice team, and certificate of completion. Spots are limited. We will keep you posted when the next date starts. When we will set up the early bird price, that will end in 48 hours. So in the chat, I want you to write cohort in the chat now, and we'll DM you a savings code. So who's ready to go from guessing to knowing their numbers?
Knowing them numbers, man. And I just want to do something real quick. We are almost done with this class. We coming up on 9 o'clock. I apologize if it was brief, but like we say, we just wanted to give you an introduction of what this profit playbook is and what it looks like. I know somebody was asking about if we're going to discuss bucket prices and stuff like that and deliveries. Well, this is not what that class is about. The Roz, do you know when the next Frozen Fortune session will be?
The Frozen Fortune session coming up is for the 12th, and the next scoop session coming up is for the 13th.
There you go. So those are those classes where we actually talk about water ice and getting it in. But this right here is about business. This information you can take and transfer to any, like I say, I was in trucking, I do consulting, I do water ice, I do nonprofit. All of this stuff is the same thing across the board, right? This is how you structure, build, and scale. You have to have your SOPs in place. You have to make sure that your people know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that you can write out this book and hand it to somebody and train them on this, and your business can continue to run. But what I want to do real quick, I want to get a little insight from 3 people before we jump out on this. Miss Turner, you're gonna be my first insight. I just want to get a little bit of feedback. This is our first profit playbook class, and I just want to hear your insight and feedback on everything. You have dropped some major gems in the chat. 30%, y'all make sure every dollar you make, you put 30% in your tax bank account, because 30% is gonna be what you're looking at. Go ahead, Miss Turner.
The class was great. You all went over a lot. Most of my knowledge, like I said, I got from corporate America, and you all touched on just about everything that needs to be taught to actually start your business legit. And what you're teaching is going to teach a person to scale properly. So this right here is things that people don't get starting out. So they should be very appreciative that they're not learning this as they go.
Indeed. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Vash B, what's happening? Vash, you still here?
I'm still here. Can you say your question again?
I just want to know how do you feel about the class? This is our first profit playbook class, and we are truly going to be moving and going to that cohort. I just want some feedback and just let me know what you're thinking and how you feeling right now.
Okay, well, y'all know I'm always down for y'all, period. Rise, that beautiful smile girl, yes. Philly all day. But I love this class. Some stuff like I already had established, but it's some stuff y'all told me that I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Let me get on to that. You know what I mean? Okay, so like the inventory stuff, I know I have to do better with that. Last year I did some stuff, but it wasn't like what you were saying. So those forms, yeah, I like that. So and that's the stuff you're definitely going to need to scale your business up. I enjoyed it. Everything y'all hit on was perfect.
Thank you
Perfect.
so
Especially
much. Thank you so
perfect.
much. I see a name in the chat that I actually spoke with this week, Jerron, if I'm saying that right. McDowell, I think he is over in San Antonio, Texas. Am I correct, Jerron?
No, I'm over here in San Marcos.
St. Marcus.
San
Yes, sir.
Marcos.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Give me some feedback, man. I know that Vash has been in the game for a minute. And that's a great to know that she was even able to learn something out of this. Miss Turner was in corporate America, and it was great that she was able to learn something from this. But Jerron, I know we spoke earlier this week. You say you just getting started out. So how is this has this been helpful to you? How do you feel? Like what are you thinking right now? Where's your brain at?
I mean, so I'm thinking as far as the class went, you guys pretty much went through A through Z on the business side, and with the strategies and principles that you guys spoke on today, like you can carry this on into another business. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
And so that's what I took from it. And also too, I didn't know so much about the franchise tax like that, and then the strategy was just putting 30% aside, just off every dollar will cover you if you get in that habit. You know what I'm saying? So I just think overall the class was good. I learned some definitely some good strategies, and I'm excited to take off, man.
I'm excited for you, Breakdown. I'm excited for you. Let me know if you get that freezer. You hear me? And I'm be.
Yeah, I got you, big dog.
All right, all right. Hey,
All
Kai,
right.
you last
Can I
remarks?
wait?
Real quick, y'all.
Wait 1 minute. I'm gonna let Water Ice Tea speak because he's gonna tell y'all about some things we got going on, and we're gonna take a couple of questions before we wrap it up for the night. Go ahead, Water Ice Tea.
So I want to start by just saying, because there's a couple people here that want to know how to order buckets. If you want to order your buckets and you're calling the phone and you're not getting an answer, if you can, try to give us a text because we are overloaded with phone calls. We're trying to get to everybody, but it's a lot. We're literally trying to hire a new assistant now so we could accept more phone calls. We're in the process of doing that now. If anybody's looking for some extra money and want to be an assistant, send your resume in because we're looking for it.
I'm right here.
Listen, message to the send us a message Raj your resume. We're definitely looking for some help. Part two I want to say is if you're looking for buckets though, text Raj. The number is 267-831-7922. If you're in Memphis, if you're in Tennessee, if you're in Kentucky, if you're in what else we doing this weekend? Oh well, no, this weekend I'm not. This weekend is actually full. We don't have no more room for this weekend. They sold us completely out. We don't got no freezer space for no more buckets this weekend. They went crazy this weekend with the buckets. But we will be accepting deliveries the week after that. I got a driver in Knoxville. He just started, so we started him last week. This week he's going to be doing some more runs, and once I get him acclimated, we will be doing more runs throughout the week versus just on the weekend. So just be patient with us. But if you do want to place your order, text 267-831-7922. We got Texas orders is actually, I think Texas is sold out as well. We're literally sold out of all our buckets. So we huh?
I said them buckets dropping Friday.
Yeah, they come Friday. So if you order from Texas and you already placed your order, get with Elliot. If you want to place the order for the next shipment, which will probably be within the next week or two, same thing. Call 267-831-7922. If we don't answer, just shoot us a text with your name and we will say name and place the order, and we will return your call and make sure that we place your order for your next, for the next go around. All
Okay.
right?
I got a couple questions that we can address real quick. Roz, Elizabeth Good said, how can we find these class to rewatch it?
I am recording the class, so everybody that came here tonight that bought the book is entitled to a recording. Just text me at that number 267-831-7922 and say, Roz, I was at the class, I need a recording. When it drops, I will send it to you.
Or y'all can message me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever y'all talking to me on. Once it downloads, I will send you the link to the video. And we do got we got 3 more classes this month. The next class is the Frozen Fortune class, teaching you how to build and scale your water ice business. That's April 12th. The recipe class for this month is the 13th, and that class is very, very slim on people that's in the class. We probably got about 7 more seats left for that class. So if you want to get in that class, sign up as soon as you can, or you're going to be, everybody that, once we hit 75 people, then we're going to start loading up for the May class. But I already got 4 people signed up for May class that wasn't going to be able to make it on the 13th. So that class is actually starting to fill up as well. So
what was that class you just mentioned?
The water ice recipe class, teaching you how to make water ice. The scoop formula class. I'm gonna post all the links to all the classes in the job form so y'all can see which ones is the ones that y'all want to join. And the third class is going to be Kyle's Cool as the CEO class that's teaching you how to get started for under $1,000, and it's teaching you the cooler method. And a lot of y'all need to learn that cooler method if you're gonna be selling pre-made cups in your cooler so your ice don't melt. I'm hearing about a lot of people ice is melting, they're not packaging it right. I was talking to Candy Lady, I don't know if she on here, but she had her cups in a bag, if I'm not mistaken. That freezer bag that travel bag is not for cups. It's only for buckets and it's only for travel. I'm hearing about a lot of people trying to scoop buckets out of there and scoop out the bag. That bag is not for that. You got to get a cooler or a cart if you want to scoop or keep buckets to sell. That bag is only to get you from point A to point B, and that's it. It's not for you to have outside and try to scoop or hold cups. It's not going to hold.
Or get you a bodega.
Yeah, so and yeah, and then I gotta tell you the VIP. We got a VIP members only recipe class on April 26th. That class is for only the VIP members. If you want to sign up to be a VIP member, I'm actually going to put that link in the chat as well. And the VIP you get VIP get access to all the classes. They get discounts on books. They get discounts on deliveries and you get access. Like we're gonna start doing a monthly VIP mastermind, and we're gonna start doing, like I said, that recipe class for the VIP members only. So,
Hey T, this will be for you. The chat. I don't have any of this, and I need help bad. What should they do, T?
You don't have any what?
They don't have any of this information. They don't. They need help bad.
If
They
they
need to
need
get a.
help, bad, get a one-on-one. We do one-on-ones too. So if you need help that bad, I would say schedule us for a one-on-one. Same thing. You can reach out to Roz and she can sign you up for a one-on-one if you need help that bad. But honestly, if you buy these books are they tell you everything you really need to know. Honestly, you just gotta read them. But if you somebody that don't got time to read and you read them and feel like you need more hands-on teaching, then we can do a one-on-one where we build literally your whole business plan for you. We 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 help you build your business plan. We help you with far as marketing your product. We help you with logos. We help you your one-on-one. We basically just build your business for you, and we give you that push that you might need. Some people can get to the water and drink on their own. Some people need help getting in the boat and getting pushed out. And if you one of them people that need to get pushed out, we got you.
Okay, I got another one. Shantae Waters. I'm in Arkansas. Any meeting spots? Well, yes.
At the moment, so so we got two. We leave from Dallas and from Knoxville. So if
Right.
you can meet, if you're close to Memphis, you can meet us in Memphis. And I'm not sure with the Dallas if you doing any Arkansas close to
It's gonna
Arkansas.
be. It's gonna probably be Little Rock. That's something like that.
So Little Rock or Memphis.
Mm-hmm. We got another one. Somebody say, how do I become a VIP? Oh, she in Little Rock. Shantae, we good. We good. How do I become a VIP? And do you get all of the classes with becoming a VIP?
Yes, you get access to all of our classes when you're a VIP.
Copy that. Copy that. Again, can you get that number to Faraz again? Miss Good needs it.
267 831 7922.
Done data. And I know Miss Tony Love, your hand has been up for a minute. Go ahead, Mom.
Okay, I just have two questions. I wanted to know if you can repeat the codes that you did earlier and what they stand for, the ones you did for like the NAICS code.
Okay. The
And then,
NAIC,
uh-huh,
you
go
ready
ahead.
for them?
Yes, sir.
NAIC codes for mobile food service. It's going to be 722330. That's snow cone trailers, trucks, and push carts. The NAIC code for snack and non-alcoholic beverages bars is going to be 722515.
Okay.
And a SIC code specifically for snow cones is going to be 581 20204.
581-202-04.
04.
Okay. And then my second question was, do you guys know when you're gonna have a second drop off or shipment for Atlanta after the 11th? Do you know when that's gonna be?
Not
Yes.
at the moment. Oh, you know
Yes,
when?
I do. Yes, we do
Okay.
know when it's gonna be.
Good. Do you think, Killer?
You think, Killer?
It will probably be for the 25th of April, which is that Saturday.
Okay, April 25th. Let me write that down.
If it changes, send me a text and with your information and let me know that you're from Georgia and you're waiting to find out about the delivery. And I could text you and let you know if it's a new date.
Okay.
All right.
I know Shonda not in this class, right? Shonda, you in this class? You just text me.
Shonda's in this class.
I'm gonna call you after class.
Miss Rice.
Okay.
You know I got you. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna pull up to the crib. What's happening?
Already.
You know it.
So real quick, we got Candy Lady in here. She need help with layering her cooler, cuz.
I got you. I'm gonna send you my information. I got you. I'm gonna take care of you.
Yeah, she need help. So send Candy Lady your information and help her out.
Got you.
She out there in Memphis and it get hot. I mean, in Mississippi, it get hot out there.
Got you, Candy Lady. I got you. Candy, you in the group in the Frozen Fortune Society?
Yes, she is.
All right, got you. I'm about to send you my number. I got you.
How do we get the link for the VIP class?
I'm about to repost it again. I had to put it in there. I'm about to repost it.
Okay.
All right. We'll take one or two more questions before I close us out. Put it in the chat. One or two more questions.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Go
Okay,
ahead.
we got
Yes.
my hands up. Binks, what's your question?
Hey, this question, I'm in Houston, Texas, originally from Philadelphia. Angus, I'm new to the game. I've been selling it out of the restaurant depot, so I've been doing the Philadelphia water ice. I know everybody hates the Philadelphia water ice, but Cool Cups, you in Texas?
Yes, sir. I'm in Dallas, DTX.
Okay, so I'm gonna be up in Dallas sometime next month. I think like the 17th or the 18th, something like that. Anyway, we can meet up.
Right. You have my number?
No, ma'am, I probably don't. I mean, I just got into the group,
like you get a pen. Get a pen. I'm gonna give you my number. I want you to text me so you can get it on the next shipment that we have coming up in a week or so. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
267 831.
Oh yeah, I got that number. Y'all just put in.
Okay. My name is Rosalind. I know it says Lorna, but I'm Rosalind.
No, it's not that, Miss Rosalind. I'm not.
But text me so we can make sure you get them buckets.
Oh no, I'm not really worrying about buckets right now. I'm talking about some one-on-one talking and getting some meetups and some rubbing elbows. Like I said, I already got buckets and stuff.
That's you.
I'm trying to make my own stuff. So I'm trying to figure out the machine. I know they sent me the little machine, but I've been hearing that's not enough to do what they need to do. Should I go to the next size machine? That's the type of stuff I want to talk about.
Are you registered for our class coming up on the 13th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You'll get all the information you want in that class.
Because I paid for the
Mr.
class.
Mr. Curtis, I'll shoot Roz a text and I have and she'll send me your number real quick.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And we got another hand raised. It's probably gonna be our last question for the night. Is that Candace D?
Yes. Hi, how are you guys doing this evening? See, I'm in Michigan and there's nobody in Michigan doing it. So I will be the first.
You got my number, Candace?
No, I don't. I know you read it out, but I need to join the VIP. So I will do that first. Once I do that, I'll have
But we also have a distributor in Chicago. So
okay.
And she has our water ice.
Oh, you have a distributor in Chicago?
Yes, we do. Her name is Caprice Jones. So hit me up. I could give you her information and you can go straight to the source.
But I am setting up a Michigan run too, though, y'all. We gonna be coming to Michigan this year for sure. I don't know
Okay, but I want
when.
to be the ambassador for Michigan though, because ain't nobody else doing it. I was the
Oh well,
first.
no, you want to be? Oh, she trying to be the plug.
Yes.
Let's go. She don't gotta talk to nobody in Chicago. Call us directly.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I'm trying to do because I also have a family food truck as well that we
Yeah.
already own in Michigan.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, you can call us. We got to get your information. We'll call you then, cause yeah, we could definitely use that in Michigan. Michigan is a hotbed. They reaching out for Michigan. I was gonna try to come up there, but you gonna save us a trip.
I see your
Right, and we also just got
I see
a
your hand,
satellite
brother.
kitchen as well. We also have a satellite kitchen that has all the refrigerators and freezers as well. We just got a satellite kitchen, so we're
Okay,
gonna
so
be in
that's
that
what I was
satellite
about to
kitchen so
say.
it first.
Yeah, because that's what I was about to say. Being a distributor, the main thing is your freezer space. That's the problem we dealing with now. We just had to buy 2 new freezers today. We spent then $2,500 on freezers today. But I think that next freezer we gonna get, we just gonna have to get that walk-in freezer. But
All right, Miss
Right,
Candace
I have
D, you
industrial
got
freezers.
Ross,
We have industrial freezers. We
you got
good.
Ross's
you
number, Miss
good,
Candace.
good. Okay, got you.
You got
You ready?
Ross's number, Miss Candace. Okay, text her real quick, and
No,
we're
I
gonna have
don't
to.
have her number, but I got I can just drop mine. It's no big deal.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can
I'm gonna
drop.
give you my number too, Candace, so you could reach out to me too. So we get you up on board for sure.
Yeah, and I'll have startup money. That you saying startup less than 1,000? That's nothing. I'm ready now.
Oh no. The distributor is more than 1,000. Startup for under 1,000 is Kyle right there in DC. His cooler method. When you be a distributor, to be a distributor, you gotta buy at least 50 buckets.
That's fine. It'll sell.
It's
It'll
going.
say.
I'm gonna make sure it sells.
But it's gonna sell.
I'm gonna run
All
them
right.
in.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I'm waiting. Oh, I got it right there.
All right.
I got Mr. Curtis information and
All
Miss
right.
Candace. I'm waiting for yours as well.
Okay. Tyshawn, you had your hands up for a minute. Let me get your question real quick before we can wrap it up.
Do y'all deal with coming to Buffalo, New York?
Yes. You have my number?
Yeah, I got your number.
Give me a text. We'll talk.
Mm. You got any distributors around this area?
No. So
No,
give me a text. We'll
We
talk.
need you, Tasha. We
Yes.
need you. We need
Text
you
me
to
so
get it
we can
across
talk.
the border to
Buffalo Bills
Canada.
and Mafia.
Okay. All right.
Josh Allen, y'all know.
Miss Turner, go ahead, drop your info. I'm taking these numbers down and I'm putting them in our group chat right now. So we'll make sure that we can reach out to everybody. And Miss Candace, I didn't get your number yet. I don't think.
I just put it in the chat.
Okay.
I put Candace my number, then I put Michigan by it. Want me to redo it?
All right.
Please. I don't see it yet.
Want me to do it again?
Yes, please.
Okay. So now that y'all know of all the other classes we have and the VIP group and how we can assist you with getting water ice in your area, distribution, things of that nature, I want to leave y'all with a final thought. You didn't show up today because you lack hustle. You showed up today because you done guessing. The Profit Playbook and the 6-week cohort is your unfair advantage in 2026. I want to thank y'all for being here. Grab your copy if you don't already have it. Type cohort for the next step, and I'll see y'all inside the program. Drop a big fire in the chat if you in. Have an amazing rest of your night and go scoop some profit.
I'm trying.
Good night, y'all.
Give me
Good
your
night.
number, Candace. I still. Oh, there it is.
Night,
No,
y'all.
that says Stacy.
Y'all be easy. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all
Good night.
I'm ready.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
I'm ready for your number.
Did it go in? You see it?
Hey, I got a Stacy.
That's me.
You still don't see it?
I see Stacy from. Okay.
You didn't get still there? My number still there?
I'm in Georgia.
Now, Candace, just give me your
Yeah.
number.
No,
Go ahead.
Stacy,
I'm
you
ready.
family.
It's 313
I know. Hey guys, how you doing?
9383
313. What was the middle?
723
Uh-huh.
9383.
Got you. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks a lot, y'all.
You
Thank you.
definitely will. You definitely
sure.
will.
All right,
Thank y'all for
guys.
coming.
Have a
All
great
right. Good night.
evening.
Good
Bye.
night.
Stacy,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
you think of class tonight?
I love it. What class
Good
don't
night.
I love?
Good night.
No, in reference to
Yeah,
everything we changed, what you think of class tonight? Because you and Devin, and I don't know if
yeah,
this
the class.
was on here before.
I was sitting back. I didn't want to say too much because I got a couple of shots today, so I was just listening to everybody. But the class was amazing.
It was
You know, they got to get
timely.
that kind of structure to know where your business is going. You know, if you don't know this, you won't know what to do and where your money going and all that kind of stuff. So it was a great
Absolutely.
class.
Thank you. Thank you.
I agree. It was well done. Speaker was 100% held everybody in attention, so nobody was bombarding him. That was great.
That's why I
And
asked your opinion.
yeah, it was done
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah, Roz, you did great on that structure and putting
Sure
that
did.
disclaimer out there before you even get online. So that was you got to keep that. You got to post
Oh,
that
that
for
is
every
for
one
all.
of them.
That is moving forward.
Yeah.
Hey, did
And
any of you guys talk
Sergeant,
to Omni?
Darnell didn't even have to say too much tonight.
I'm done. What you say,
Did,
Stacey?
did anybody talk to Omni about his event he had?
No, ask him in the school. He's not in here
Okay.
tonight, but maybe he'll pop up in there.
Okay, I'll ask him. I didn't know if he had said something. Okay. All right, fam. You guys have a good evening. I guess we'll see some of y'all on Thursday. So
Yeah.
all right. Much love,
All right.
cuz. Bye.
Man, I learned a lot, y'all.